But in this amazing Guardian article, they're pointing out that he's been basically saying, well, men of a certain status, i.e. his sort of status, need to have these parties. And of course, he later went on to be exposed of having parties with prostitutes in France. But he's quite calmly saying, well, you know, this is the way we are. We sort of need these things. And he then goes on to boast that actually it's a bit eyes wide shut. Now, how many of you have seen the film Eyes Wide Shut? If you haven't, you can watch it on... It's very explicit, particularly if it's the European version. But you can see it on YouTube in clips. But basically, it's starring Tom Cruise here. But it's showing basically what is going on amongst the elite and the type of parties they're having. And it's a mixture between Satanism, well, it's Satanism with orgies. But it's very interesting that Mr. Khan feels cocky enough to say, well, this is the sort of thing we do. Yeah? He's confident. And I think this is one of the advantages that we're getting at the moment. The other side is getting too powerful, they're getting too cocky. And it's going to be their downfall. On the subject of cockiness, here's Charlie Boy. And of course, we've got a man who says he should be Prince of Europe. Prince of Darkness, Dark Prince of Europe. And he's been writing and lobbying, but we're not allowed to know what he's talking about. And they've said that the Attorney General, Mr. Grieve, has said that they're not going to release 27 letters because it could damage the prince's ability to perform his duties as king. To which I say, well, if he's written a letter which is going to damage his performance as a king, we need to know about it. Yeah? Absolutely. But of course, the thing's being covered up. So now we've... Pardon? What could he be saying? Well, I don't know. We could talk to his butler, because he'd probably tell us what he's been up to. I'm not sure where this is going to go. Okay. Cameron, you know, who is running the country? We've picked up on this, bit of a sensitive subject, but David Cameron's on record as saying that his loyalty to Israel is unshakable. And I find this a fascinating comment, because if his loyalty to Israel is unshakable, where's his loyalty to this country? And I don't mind whether it was, you know, North Korea. He could be loyal to North Korea. The important thing is that he's telling us that his primary loyalty is not to this country. Yeah? And he's said this very clearly. Hang on a second.